Hi guys, I hope you can see me and hear me. Sorry, I had some tech problems. Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me and see me. That would be great, so I know I'm not talking to myself. Awesome. Thank you, Carol, for letting me know. Awesome. Yay. Also, I bought a new mic, so I have better sound. Here it is. For you guys, and I wanted to know if it works. So I guess it does. Let me know like after or in between if you like the sound. Yes, and you need to close the ask a question box to see me, I guess. Try it. I don't know if you're on a phone or on a desktop. Anyway, so I made it. I'm very sorry that I'm late. My name is Yamile Yemoonyah, and I'm a spirit guide medium, which means I can see your spirit guides and give you messages from them. That does not mean that I'm superior to you. It doesn't mean that I can do something that you can't do. You can all do it yourselves. And in fact, I'm running a group at the moment, a 5-month course, and I'm teaching 18 people to do it themselves, and they're making great progress. So in fact, you don't need a psychic or a medium because you can do it yourself. But of course, just like everyone can dance, some people might become professional dancers, some might just dance for fun. So that's the only difference, but you can do it yourself. Just to get it out of the way, I'm not better than you are. I don't have any skills that you don't have. But you're here today to hear, you hear double feedback. Does anyone else hear that? If you do, see if there's like if you have it open twice, like in two. Okay, audio good. Okay, awesome, thanks. But see if you have like 2 tabs open, and otherwise try with headphones. It usually helps if you have double feedback. So yeah, you can find me at spiritguides.co. That's my website. You probably know the site already, but if you don't, you can go there. You can sign up for more free readings. You can sign up for one-on-one readings, which are 60-minute readings with me, one-on-one, and we go all in and all in depth. And you can read about all that when you click on the green button that says book a reading. So you can check that out, and if you feel called, book a reading with me. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, go to my website to sign up for the next free group reading, or come on over, even better, come on over now, because there's like a button or a link either up here or down there, depending on where you're watching. Come on over to Crowdcast, because only here I can do a free reading for you. If you have any tech issues, just like I had, just reload the page. That usually solves the problem. And if you see someone who's having problems, please help each other out, because I will be focused on the readings and I won't be reading the chat very much. So that would be great. So here's what you need to know before we can get started. I have my own definition of spirit guides, and I want to make that clear, because out there on the internet, there's obviously lots and lots of different definitions, because we all just have opinions. No one knows the full truth. But my opinion is that any kind of being from the higher realms, and that is connected to us in unconditional love and wants to help us on our spiritual path or in day-to-day life, is a spirit guide. So that includes angels. It includes ancestor beings, so that would be people from our own lineage or people from past lives that we knew, or even like someone that we haven't known but that feels drawn to us because we might have similar purposes in life. Any kind of being that lived a life on earth before us and wants to help us is basically an ancestor. Then it includes nature beings like elves, fairies, gnomes, that kind of beings. My definition of spirit guides also includes star beings, otherwise known as aliens. However, when I say aliens, people immediately go to like scary Hollywood movies, and I try not to do that. So I call them star beings. It also includes ascended masters, which were human beings once, but ascended and don't do the reincarnation circle anymore. Then it includes gods and goddesses from all over the world, and power animals, otherwise known as totem animals or spirit animals. And just a quick note on the side, when you deal with Native American cultures, please be aware that you are dealing with other cultures and that you don't appropriate anything. So the term spirit animal, some people use it, some don't. Just know that it's like controversial to use it. All right, so then any of these 7 kinds of spirit guides can come up for you today, can come through for you today when I do the mini reading. They show themselves in a way that makes sense to us as human beings. So that means they don't really have black curly hair, or they don't wear black glasses or anything like that. They are more like an energy frequency, and you can feel that when you communicate with them, especially if you're very sensitive. It can feel a little bit like, let's say, when you listen to loud music with a heavy bass and you feel the vibrations of the music physically. It's very similar, at least for me. It can be different for other people, but that's how it feels for me. And because they know we have a hard time to communicate with an energy vibration, our mind has a hard time wrapping itself around that idea, they show themselves in a form that makes sense to us. So when I do your reading, I will see your guide clairvoyantly with my third eye, just like you remember what you had for dinner yesterday. That's the way I see it. And I will describe them to you. I will tell you what they look like, what they wear, these kinds of things. The same goes for names. Your spirit guides don't actually have a name, because, again, they're more like energy frequencies. But sometimes they will give us a name to make it easier for us. Sometimes they don't. If you don't know their name, don't despair. You don't need their name. Again, like sometimes they won't give you a name because they want you to realize that the name is not important, because they want you to focus on the energy that you can feel in your aura. That's how you actually can feel your spirit guides. So if you don't get a name, again, don't be disappointed. They have their reasons for doing that. But if I do get a name for you, I will tell you. Where am I? Yes, so even if you know one of your guides, it might be a different one coming through. Why is that? Because if you're already familiar with your guide, you don't need me as an in-between person. You can just talk to them. You can do it out loud. You can just do it in your head, like telepathic. That's totally fine. Just talk to them, and they do answer. Everyone has a spirit guide. They all answer. It's just you who's not used to their language, because it's not like a conversation that you have with another person. Like, hi, how are you? I'm great. That's not how it works usually. Some people will actually hear words. I don't, for example. I almost never hear words. I see images, I get feelings, and I just know things. They kind of like drop knowledge into my mind. That's how I communicate with them. So it works differently for everyone. Again, if you can't like hear your guide, don't despair. You are probably more clairsentient, which means like you feel them, like a wave of love, for example, or you might get images, and these images are very fleeting. You have to pay attention. And these things are trainable, like I said. So yeah, and this is the most important part. So listen up. You get the message that you need to hear, not necessarily the one that you want to hear. If you are going through a breakup with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and your ego wants to know if you're getting back together, that's maybe not what they're going to tell you. What they might tell you is that you need to work on your heart chakra to heal it, to put yourself first, take care of yourself so you can become balanced again and be fully you again. And maybe that will help to get your boyfriend back. Maybe not. But they will talk about like what's actually important. Maybe that boyfriend is like, you are still clinging to him, but maybe not the one for you. So maybe you have to let it go, or maybe he will come back. But anyway, like your guides will tell you what you need to hear. They talk to your soul. They don't talk to your ego. And I'm not saying that these issues like health and relationships and money issues aren't important, but your guides will give you the messages that are important for your soul's development. So for example, if you want to know about like your financial issues, and this is the example I often use, you want more money in your life and your guide starts talking about like opening your heart chakra, you might be disappointed. But they might be talking about or telling you to open your heart chakra, because if you do that, like the next party that you go to, there's this person that you would usually not talk to because you're more an introvert, but because you've been working with your heart chakra, you feel more open, so you go and have a conversation, and that person might give you a new job, and that's where the money comes in. So they give you the stuff that you need to hear, even though it might not always be make sense to you right away. With the questions that you have. All right, so, and then the last thing is how I work. I close my eyes usually. I will open them in between sometimes, but usually they're closed. And my head goes a little bit like to the left, because to me it feels like the conversation, like the information is coming from here. And sometimes I will ask you when I give you the message, does this make sense? Do you understand this? These kinds of questions, then please speak up and say yes or no. Remember, my eyes are closed, so I can't see you. Or say maybe or I don't know. But don't give me long explanations. Just yes, no, maybe is fine. All right, so here is how it works for you guys. This is your part that you have to do. You see the ask a question section down here. That's not the chat, it's something else. It's called ask a question. It's down here. Open that up and type newbie, nothing else. I don't want to see any questions. I don't want to see your name. I don't want to see any explanations, just newbie, because that makes it easy for me to like find you and pick someone. All right. And if you want to see the replay, you can just come back to the same URL right after this is done, and the replay will be there 10 minutes after we're done. Same space, same place here. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tune in all together. Hazel, please don't put it in the chat. Put it in the ask a question section. It's different. If you're on the laptop, it's down here. And again, also, if you're on Facebook or on YouTube and watching this, click the link in the description and come on over to Crowdcast, because then only then can I do a mini reading for you. Otherwise, you can just watch, which is fine, obviously. But if you want a mini reading, you will have to click the sign up link in the description. Yes, it will also be on YouTube. All right, so if you want to close your eyes with me and just get comfortable. Scratch yourself if you have to. Relax your shoulders. And take a really deep breath in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Again, relax your shoulders. And one more time. Deep breath through your nose. And out through the mouth. Relax your face. Relax your jaw, your forehead, and your eyes. And one last time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Let go of any negative thoughts, any worries. Let go of anything that keeps you from being right now, right here in this moment with us. Take this time for yourself. And I'm now going to call my spirit guides to come and join us in this space. and help me connect with your spirit guides. I specifically call on Archangel Michael and Brother Jaguar to protect this space, so only beings from the higher realms and only beings who are connected to us in unconditional love can come through. I also call on your spirit guides to come and join us and use me as a medium and channel to give you the messages that they have for you today. And so it is. Thank you. All right. So you guys can open your eyes again when you're ready. All right. No fights in the chat, by the way. Hero's helping me out. He's my unofficial assistant, and he's just trying to help. All right, guys. I'm going to pick someone, and I do that randomly. I trust that Spirit will pick the right people. And let's see. All right, we'll go with, oops. Okay, oh, by the way, I'm gonna invite you on screen, which means you'll get a notification. You'll have to accept the invite, and then you will be on screen, and we'll do a mini reading for you. I will invite 4 or 5 people at the same time, because sometimes it doesn't work for people. They're not like on the right browser or something. So let's see. So first people that I'm going to invite is Linda. Again, Linda, you will have to accept the invite. I'm also going to invite Maritza. All right. Invite sent. All right, I think we already have someone. Awesome. All right, let's see who it is. I have to close that. Ah, there you are. Hi.
Hello.
Let me see. I can't hear you, Linda. That might be
I don't
on
know.
my end. Can you say something?
Hello. No.
Linda, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not sure why that is. Can't hear you, but you're not muted. Okay, I'm gonna go with Maritza first. You can maybe figure out what's going on with your sound.
Hear me?
Okay, give me 1 sec. Maritza, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you say something, Maritza?
Hello?
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 Can you say something? Can you say something like a sentence so I can see if I can hear you?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
So everyone can hear her. I can't hear anyone. All right, guys, give me 1 sec. I'm trying something. Again, I have a new mic, so please have patience with me. I'm testing new things out. Maybe now I can hear you. Give me 1 second. All right, can you say something, Maritza?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, awesome. Now it works. Yeah, I hear the echo too. That's annoying. I'm not sure what to do about it right now. But let's try it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so, all right, I'm going to close my eyes and I'll see what I can get for you. All right, so what I'm seeing is a nature spirit, and it looks a little bit like an elf. It's a male. And he shows himself in a Disney kind of way. So basically like a character from a Disney movie with a green little hat and green little shoes that are pointy at the end. And he's talking about healing. I'm not sure what that means, but let me ask. Have you been going through some health issues lately, or someone in your family?
Nobody in my family in particular.
Okay, and you personally, like, did you have any health issues?
Eating habits, I guess it would be.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's talking to me about like your healing journey. Let me see what he's saying. All right, he's talking about the fact that he wants you to come back to your center. He's saying that like the healing that you need at this point is about like centering yourself and coming back to yourself, almost like you have been trying to be someone who you are not. And that's why you lose a lot of energy, and that like plays out in your body as well. So he's saying for you, it's super important to go out in nature or bring nature to you in form of plants, for example, into your house, because the more nature you have around you, the more you will come back to your own nature as well. And he says it's about accepting yourself the way you are, especially like the things that you don't like about yourself. And I'm not even talking about physical things, like we all have them, but I'm talking about like your inner being. There are things that you don't want to accept about yourself. And he's saying like these things that you are trying to push away are actually your greatest gifts and your greatest talents. Or let's say they are hidden in there. You don't see them like this, obviously, but they are hidden in there. So it's important for you to do some shadow work and work with the parts of you that you don't like. For example, he's also telling me you're very sensitive. And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you kind of try to pretend that you are not as sensitive as you are. Would that make sense to you?
Very.
So this is one of the things that he's talking about. So if you accept your sensitivity and see it as a gift and see like how many things you can do with it, for example, like I'm sensitive too, and that's why I can communicate with the spirit world. You have similar gifts. If you work with your sensitivity and accept it, it will show you the gifts that you have. And the same goes for other things that you don't like about yourself and are trying to like almost change yourself. So he's saying like, come back to yourself, accept your own nature, and being out in nature is really good for you, especially around water. And he says he's with you and he's helping you with this. And he says you will like be so amazed at what is possible for you in your life, and where you will go. You will not even think these things are possible that are coming towards you. It will be better than any dreams you have. But right now, it's like time to like prepare yourself for that by coming back to your own nature, accepting yourself, and going on this healing journey. Yeah, that's all he has for you. I hope this helps you and it made sense for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, so let's go to Linda. All right, I'll unmute you. And I know I still have the echo. I don't know what else to do. Otherwise, I can't hear you guys. So sorry about that. Next time it will be better. All right. So Linda, let me see. All right, first of all, what I'm getting, and I don't see your guide yet, but I'm already getting information. First of all, you have healing abilities. Second of all, you're a feisty lady. That's what I'm getting. So you are someone who, like, I don't want to be your like enemy. Let's say it that way. Like you can be like, this is enough. This is how far you can go, and this is it. And that's great. Yeah, that's great because you have boundaries that are in place, and so many other spiritual people, like the majority of spiritual people, don't have like great boundaries and have to work on that. You don't have to. You have them already, so that's great. And let's see. All right, for you, it's also a nature spirit. This one is a female. And I get these from time to time. This one is like little gnome lady. She has brown hair, a little curly, goes maybe until here. She's wearing a little hat that's made out of a leaf. She's wearing these wooden shoes that they used to wear in Holland back in the day, klompen, which is interesting. Do you have any connections to the Netherlands?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay, interesting. Because usually when they show me something there like this, like random tidbits, it usually does have a connection to something. So maybe you're going to meet someone from Holland who's like important to you, but pay attention to this. I don't know what it means, but sometimes, okay, just pay attention and see if it makes sense. All right, let's see. She's talking about the fact that you are definitely like the healing abilities. Do you know about that?
No.
Okay, well, you do have healing abilities, now you know. And she's talking about your hands. She's talking about like using your hands for healing. You could do like laying on of hands, Reiki, spiritual healing, this kind of stuff. So you might want to take a class in that just for fun and how it goes. She's also talking about the fact that you're physical intuitive, which means that you take on, you're sensitive, but like how do I say this? So when you are in a room with people who are sad, for example, you might not feel it like emotionally. You might or you might not, but it goes directly, your body feels it. So like, and you take on like people's energy like in a physical way. So it's very important for you to cleanse your energy every single night, because that's important for your health, because otherwise you take on all this energy from around you and it can like physically settle in your body. And I'm not saying that, I'm not talking about any like negative entities or anything like this. Please no panic. It's just like other people's emotions. If you're at work and your colleague who's sitting next to you is like angry, you feel it. And you feel it like in a physical sense. Like you might get like, for example, it feels like you have a knot in your stomach, but it's actually you're feeling your co-worker's anger.
Yes.
These kinds of things. Okay, so that makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so that's called a physical intuitive. There's a lady who wrote a book where she talks more about these different kinds of intuitives, and I forget what it's called, but her name is Sherry Dillard.
Okay.
If anyone knows her, please type her name in the chat, please. Sherry Dillard. Let's see. There's also a connection to plants and healing with plants and herbs.
Okay.
You should be drinking tea, not so much coffee.
Don't like tea.
Find one that you like, maybe. Try different ones. Like, it doesn't have to
Yes.
be black tea. There's lots and lots of different kinds of teas, but try some. Because for you, that's important.
Okay.
But definitely not so much coffee. It's not good for you because you're physical intuitive, and like the coffee makes you too much. Yeah, it's just like it's not the right energy for your body.
Okay.
It doesn't do you a lot of good. I mean, you don't have to completely stop, but like, yeah.
Cut down.
Yes, dial it down a little bit. She's also telling me that you're a really good organizer. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. She's saying her name is Sally. So you can call her Sally.
Thank you.
You can talk to her.
I will.
She wants you to talk to your plants. Do you have plants at home?
Yes.
Okay. Do you already talk to them?
Sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, she wants you to do that. She wants you to realize that the plants in your home and plants outside, obviously, are living beings, and that you can communicate with them, and they can help you and you can help them.
Okay.
So basically see the natural world as that everything has spirit. Everything has a spirit and a soul. She says that will change your outlook on life. And even though it seems like a small thing, it will like have a big effect on your life, a positive one. And she's talking about like if you ever have any health issues, definitely also go with like natural medicine. I'm not saying you shouldn't like go to the doctor or anything. Please don't misunderstand. But and if there like anything is necessary from the doctor, please take it. But like also look into alternative healing methods.
Okay.
Yeah, and what her main thing is really, she wants you to realize that you have healing abilities and start looking into that. Doesn't mean that you have to become a full-time healer or anything like that, but there's something there to discover for you.
Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go. I'm going to pick some new people. Okay. All right. We're going to go with Rosa. I'm inviting you right now. And Donna. We have someone. Echo. Sorry, guys. All right, Rosa, we're going to go with you.
I can't see you on my screen.
Oh, that's weird. Can you other guys see me? Okay, so I'm not sure the others can see me. But as long as you can hear me, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So it would be good if you... Okay, it would be good if you could like sit down and like relax.
Here. She has the phone working here.
All right, are you relaxed? Then we can get started.
Yes.
I do feel there's a animal around you. I'm going to mute you because of the echo. I'm going to see if that helps. I think that's better. And I'll unmute you if I need your feedback, but this is better, I think. All right. So what I see around you is an animal spirit. I'm not sure yet which one it is. I think it's like a canine. I'm not sure if it's a wolf or a dog yet. No, it's actually a feline. Sorry about that. It's a tiger. You have a tiger with you. This is a male tiger. And he's saying you're a very strong soul. You came here to this earth because you are a very strong soul. And you did take, you chose a life that does have or did have its difficulties so far. Would you understand that? You can just go yes or no. Yes? Okay, awesome. He wants you to know that the difficulties that you've been through have a purpose in the sense that others watched you go through them. And because they watched you go through them, they were inspired to take actions that they otherwise wouldn't have. You're basically a role model for other people. And that might have not always been easy, but he's saying that he hopes that because you know this now, it will be easier on you and it will explain things that have happened in your past, and therefore be easier for you to also let go and like basically heal from from these experiences. Do you understand that? Okay. He says he's always with you. Sorry. He says his name is Carl. I thought that was really funny. So now you know, you have a tiger called Carl around you. With a C. He wants you to know it's with a C, not with a K. Seems to be important. So he's kind of funny. He's really funny. He has, even though he's like a tiger and has like tigers are very powerful and you don't really want to like meet them during the night on your own. But this one's funny and kind of has like the personality of like an older gentleman. I've never encountered this before, but yeah, he's kind of funny. He's very particular and very much like, this is how it is and this is not how it is. So yeah. Anyway, so he says he's helping you also. First of all, like he's here to give you power, to give you the power to go through all the things that you went through. He's your protector guide. But he says he's also helping you to organize your life in some way. Let me see if I can get more about that. It seems like at the moment there are some things that you need to kind of like rearrange in your life or organize so they work better for you. Would you understand that? Yes? Okay. So he's helping you with that as well. Like it feels like things need to be put in place so you can take the next step. And he's helping you with that. And he says like he sleeps like by the side of your bed when you sleep, because he says sometimes in your life you haven't always felt safe, and he wants you to know that he's there and you are safe and he will protect you. Do you understand that? Okay. And he says you can always talk to him, either out loud or just in your head, doesn't matter. And you can like imagine him walking next to you. It's totally fine to use your imagination for that, because that he like, and this is true for everyone. You can use your imagination basically as like the in-between world between where you are and your spirit guides are, and you can come together in that like imagination, and they can give you messages there. So daydreaming is a good thing. So yeah, you can just imagine him being next to you, visualize him. And he will give you also like an image of himself when he wants your attention. So if you like suddenly have the image of like Carl in your head, or suddenly have like you see a tiger on, I don't know, television, someone's talking about a tiger. I mean, if it's like a normal context, that's different. But if like, I don't know, you're not thinking about tigers at all because you're, I don't know, working in a coffee shop, and suddenly someone starts talking about tigers, pay attention. Also pay attention if it feels like this could be a message. Pay even more attention, because he's trying to communicate with you. Don't overthink it. Just go with the feelings that you get this and your intuition. That's usually what it is all about. Yeah, and that's really all he has for you for now. I hope that helps you. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm going to invite more people. Let's see. Andrea, I've seen your name definitely before. Are you sure you've never had a reading? Let me know in the chat. But I'll invite you now, because this is just for newbies, only for people who've never had a reading from me before. I'll invite you for now. Okay, let's see who else. Okay, I just invited you, Andrea. Tiffany. And Shona. Oh, are there two Andreas? Sorry. I only saw one so far. Yes, I pick randomly. By the way, Hiro's first language is Japanese. It's not English, and he's like doing a great job. Thank you, Hiro. All right, let's see. Hi, Shona. How are you today?
Fine, and you?
I'm great. Let me see what I can do for you. Shona, you have an angel with you. That one was quick, easy. This one shows herself not Disney-like, like they sometimes do, and also not like they often do, like in a very Christian, European Christian way. But this one looks more like she has cornrows all the way, everywhere. She does have, she's clothed in black, black leather. She has big wings. They're actually also darker wings. They're like grayish. That does not mean that like there's anything wrong with her or that she's a bad spirit. Please don't think that. It's just they show themselves in a way that makes sense to us. And oftentimes in the way they show themselves, there's messages in it for me, so I can give you the message. So let's see where this is going. I'm trying to get a name. She says her name is Kimberly, which is interesting. First I heard Kim and she was like, no, it's not Kim, and then Kimberly. Okay, another very particular one. Let's see what she has to say. She's talking about you suiting up, not like, because she's wearing like this leather suit. She's talking about getting ready for something, like preparing yourself for a change that is coming. Would you understand that? Is there something that you know is going to change in your life, especially when it comes to work?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing like writing. I'm supposed to be writing.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of, I haven't finished anything, but I'm supposed to be writing.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, she's talking about like, yeah, definitely something about your work, getting into a new role or getting ready for a new role. Getting ready to take on some kind of responsibility. And stepping into your purpose. So yeah, that would make sense with the writing then. She says it's time. She says like, no more excuses. Get ready. That's why she's like with the get ready, get the right clothes on. Okay. And it looks a little bit like she's wearing like a motorbike gear. And she says you're gonna go for a ride, basically. And this is going to take you to places that you would have never thought you would go. And it's going to be like fun. It might sometimes feel a little bit overwhelming, but that's just because you are learning new things. You are in a new, your energy field is being adjusted for your new role. So basically, like spirits are working on your energy field to help you fulfill that new role and step into your purpose. And that might sometimes feel like weird, like you might get a headache, or you might feel like the energy around you gets denser, or stuff like this. So don't worry about that. That's just they're helping you to get ready. Have you had weird sensations already, like headaches?
Yeah.
That you can, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely about like taking on responsibility in the sense of like you're not just living your life for yourself, and it's not just about like you enjoying your life or like just your family or whatever. You have like a role to play in the sense that you will influence other people, and that's what they want you to get ready for. So you said like the writing, if you write a book, that will obviously like have an impact on other people. So that would make sense. She wants you to get like something like this, or a necklace, or just a single stone, a hematite, and to wear that with you. That's why it's easier if it's like a bracelet or something like this. A hematite. Okay. It's a protection stone. Again, that does not mean that there's like bad entities after you or anything like that. It's just that you will be more exposed to other people and their energies, and easier for you if you have like a protection around you that will keep like energies, like it basically makes your boundaries stronger.
Okay.
Kind of like you don't want to run around like naked. You want to wear like something, so because that's also a protection. It's a protection for our energy, because it feels kind of weird walking around naked. So it's similar like that. We're putting on like a suit and armor kind of. And they want you to take this seriously. And there's more beings around you. But so that's why I'm saying they want you to take this seriously. There's a crocodile with you. I don't have the time to go into this, but it just came like, I don't know if that makes sense to you, crocodile. Do you have any like connections to crocodiles?
No.
Or alligators? No?
No, I see a lot of snakes. I don't know.
Okay, well, there's one with you, so maybe pay attention in the future if that makes sense to you.
Okay.
But yeah, take this seriously. Get ready. Step into your role, step into your purpose. That's your message for today.
Okay.
I hope that helps you. You're very welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and let's see, we have Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany.
Hello. So, I'm not new. After you said it, I was like, "Oh my God!" And then you called my name, and I didn't want to. I tried to text inside the message, but you had already sent the invitation. I couldn't text, so I was like, "Well, I'll just accept it and say it."
I guess Spirit wanted you to have a second reading, so let's see.
Okay.
Let's see who's coming through for you today. So I have no clue what I said last time. And this is generally true when I do readings, because like this is not really, the information is not for me. It just goes through me. I usually don't remember most of it, like maybe little tidbits, but that's it. So it might be a different one, different guide, or maybe the same one. We'll see. What I do get for you is definitely also an angel, female. And she's also talking about you as being a very strong woman. You take on a lot of things for other people. Would you understand that? You're a family person. Family is important to you. And you do a lot for your family if necessary. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, that's true.
They're talking, yeah, you also have multiple beings around you. They're talking about okay, I'm not sure about this. Let's see. So either that you, okay, so they're talking about the fact that family is not always just blood family, that it can also be chosen family, like friends, people that you love enough to count them as family. They're talking about this. So I'm not sure if they want you to know this or if this is something that you already know. Let me see. Because what I see is an image like you having your like arms wide open and kind of like waving people into your like inner circle. Do you understand this? Is this something you already do? Oh, you froze, or maybe I froze. Can you guys still see me? Okay. I guess then it's Tiffany. All right, I'll just go on and you can watch the replay later then. All right, so again, I see like the importance for you to know that family does not just include blood family, but can also be people that you choose as your family. And I feel that you already do this, and that these people, like, no matter who it is, like, as long as you see them as family, you are very willing to help. But you're also someone, it takes a while to get to know you, and it takes a while for you to trust people, and it takes a while for you to let them into your inner circle. To some people from the outside, that might look like you can be a little like this. But the right people will see through that and will understand who you are in your heart. And you have a really big heart. And also, what your angel is telling me, take care of yourself. Don't only take care of other people. Take care of yourself. Take time for yourself. That's very important. And when it comes to work, it's important that you work with people. You're not like someone who's like in a tiny office by herself. That wouldn't, like, you wouldn't be happy with that. So take that into consideration. When you change jobs or have the opportunity to find, like, to get a new job, it's good for you to be interacting with people, because that gives you energy. Yeah, and without your feedback, that's all I can tell you for now. So thank you for coming. All right, guys. Unfortunately, the hour is over and I'm invited to a barbecue, so I will have to go. This last one was, she got like her second reading. That does not mean that you can, like, next time just put your name in there and hope that I will pick you and get a second reading. Please do not do that. But if you've never had a reading before, come again next time. There's always a chance. But again, there's no guarantee that you will get a reading. Please be aware of that. I work with spirit, and let spirit decide who gets a reading or not. If you're interested in having, if you really, really, really want a reading with me, again, you can book a session with me. There's the green button down here. You can click on that and see if it's for you or not. All right, and also, if you have technical difficulties, in the email that I send out to invite you guys to these readings, there is a link. Actually, it says, like, important. If you want to participate, please read this. Go to that link and see what the technical requirements are. You can do this, like, on your laptop. You can do it on your phone. You can do it on your iPad. You don't need anything specific, other than, like, you need to be either on Chrome, Chromium, or Firefox, I think. I think Safari as well, but not Internet Explorer, these kinds of things. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming. I'll see you next time. And oh, also, if you're not in our Facebook group yet, it's called Spirit Guide School. So you can just go to spiritguideschool.com and it will redirect you to the Facebook group. That's spiritguideschool.com. And you can ask me questions there. There's, I think, almost 2,000 people in there that are interested in the same topic. So you can talk to each other and learn from each other, because everyone has something to teach. Everyone has their own experiences, and you can learn from every experience that other people have. All right, guys, again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.